Welcome to Inside Thái Nguyen. I'm Hoàng. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018 a success year for Masan Resources with many good results. These are good signs for the development of Masan Resources as well as a hope for the Vietnamese brand from Thái Nguyen is gradually assessing its peak position in the global industrial market. To understand more about the efforts, we had a dialogue with Mr. Greg Bradshaw, General Director of Masan Resources.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And I would like to introduce Mr. Vũ Hồng, Vice Director of Nguyen Mining.
Thank you.
Thank you for your participation today. Dear Mr. Greg Bradshaw, would you like to share for the audience about the important highlight of Masan Resources in 2018?
Certainly. 2018 was another record year for Masan Resources. We achieved record production across our fluorspar, copper and bismuth, and we achieved record sales across all our products. So financially, it was a very good year in terms of revenue and profit, but also, and probably more importantly, it was a good year for recognition for Masan Resources. We received a number of awards for our social contribution, our environmental contribution, and our performance, as well as being recognised internationally at a number of different conferences for the way we have conducted our social programs and our environmental programs, as well as the technology we utilise at Masan as being recognised as a leading technology globally.
Could you show me the strategic direction of Masan Resources after owning 100% of AC stock?
Yeah, certainly. We, as a company, we had our 8th birthday in 2018, so we're a very young company globally, and we compete with companies that have been operating for in excess of 100 years around the world. And part of our development here was where we didn't have access to state-of-the-art technology was to go into joint ventures with partners that had that technology, enable us to transfer that knowledge, the skill sets and that technology into Vietnam and into our Vietnamese workforce. And that's why we entered the joint venture with HC Stark, and it's been a very good and positive joint venture in that transfer. But we reached a point where our global growth ambitions are much more aggressive and more significant than the current owners of HC Stark. And therefore we took the opportunity to buy out their 49% so that we could have 100% of this asset in Vietnam, and we want to continue to grow and expand the business.
Dear Mr. Hồng, what did the many highlights of Masan Resources as well as Nguyen Mining create to contribute for socio-economic development in 2018?
In many continuously years, so Masan Resources and Nguyen is leading company about the growth rate of revenue, and then recognized by the government, and with that is always have a big contribution to Thái Nguyên province as a top company in the locality. And especially in year of 2018, the Nguyen contributed about over 1,100 billion VND. And with that also is continue to recognized as a top company, and then recognized by Thái Nguyên PPC through the excellent company in Thái Nguyên locality. And for that also Nguyen always willing to share the benefit to the community of the project area in special as well as general in Thái Nguyên province and Đại Từ district to contribute the road to the government and to Thái Nguyên province in the poverty reduction and eradication.
That's many good contributions for Thái Nguyên. So, dear Mr. Greg Bradshaw, please show me the target on the upcoming time to develop Masan Tungsten become the Vietnamese brand name in the global market in the future.
Yep, certainly. One of the things that we understood as Masan is that if you are competing globally as a commodity, then you're only outcome is to negotiate on price. And if you are differentiating yourself from everyone else's production by branding your product, and that branding comes through high quality, reliability, consistency, long life, and tailoring your product to your customers' needs. So we work with all our customers to understand specifically what they use our product for and how best can we tailor our product to their specific needs.
Okay, and Mr. Hong, would you like to show the meaning of development of Masang Tungsten for development of socio-economic development and resources human development of Vietnam?
So you know that a Masang Tungsten is the owner of non-China biggest tungsten mine in the world, and also is a very popular name in Vietnam to many Vietnamese people and many agencies in Vietnam. And the owner of the high technology plant which producing a chemical tungsten, and it's like Mr. Chris said, is supplying the tungsten, chemical tungsten to many leading industrial countries in over the world. And for that, Vietnam would be a bigger country about producing tungsten, and Vietnamese people should be proud about the road of contribution from Vietnam to the tungsten industry in the world. And also working for Núi Pháo now is many specialists from all over the world, many countries such as Australian, such as Canadian, such as South Africa. So working together with Vietnamese bring knowledge to Vietnam about the mining area. So many Vietnamese people, especially many people in Thái Nguyên and the locality, is working for us for the Masang Tungsten company. They are learning, they are working, and I do believe that in the future they would be the key human resource for Vietnamese or even for the area in Asia or in any country in the world. That's really a very good benefit to Vietnamese people, and so the model of Vietnamese people and international people working together for develop the economic for Vietnam.
Mr. Greg Brasher, in detail, could you show me the chances of Masang Tungsten in the future?
Yes, certainly. We're a young company, like I said, eight years old, but we're very ambitious. We're very hungry. We want to be the #1 tungsten chemical company in the world. That means we will expand our current business, and we will make acquisitions through other countries so that we can develop our tungsten footprint, but also expand our business here. And part of that will be moving downstream, potentially across our copper and gold business, our fluorspar business, certainly our tungsten business. We want to develop more into scrap recycling. Recycling is a great opportunity globally to reuse existing resources. And as a citizen of the world, the globe, we have an obligation to see what we can do with our advanced technologies to enable Vietnam to participate in that space in future. So certainly we are looking at recycling of tungsten. We are looking at expanding our tungsten operation so that we are the #1 producer globally. We are looking at going downstream to produce more advanced materials, more advanced products. And if you like, one of the things we're discussing at the moment is taking it from Vietnam minerals to global materials, and what's the role that Vietnam can play in that global material supply and recycling chain.
And we hope that in the future, Masang Tungsten will be a top brand in the global market from Vietnam.
Me too, thank you. Come on.
Once more again, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye and see you next time.